Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're just tuning in, I'm just going to do a message of the night. So it's encouraging, seeing the potential in things, clarification, giving hope. Okay, so it's about believing in yourself. Let's see what cards we get. I'm just going to put in the chat real quick. My information so we can get a list going tonight. Alright, so now it'll be up there in case you need it, if you're interested. Alright, so we're talking about self and seeing the potential in yourself. Recognizing this. Alright, being sweeter to yourself, finding the kindness, the childlike energy that you have in yourself. Yep, it's definitely about believing yourself, having that confidence and that faith. And just go after what it is that you want, not to hold back. See, you're in an energy where a lot of the times you're holding back from things that you need to do. That's what's stopping you. Let's get a card to sum it up for tonight. What message do people need to hear tonight? What message do people need to hear tonight? Okay, 2 came out, roots and receptivity. So it's reconnecting to yourself, allowing yourself to pull what needs to be pulled out. It's deep rooted in you, finding that confidence again, confidence here, but being easy on yourself, not being so hard. Try to show yourself some love in the process. Getting grounded. There's people who need to get grounded. Maybe touch a tree, touch the grass. Spend some time outside thinking under a tree, in the river, or water. Surround yourself in energy of the sun. You have 3 suns. Here's a sun, sun, sun. So definitely more about being outside and finding yourself outside. That's when you're going to listen to your voice. Your inner child will come out to play and give you better ideas, more concrete ideas of what you need to do moving forward. Showing yourself some love, okay? By showing yourself the love that you need, you'll grow into something sweeter, more fruitful, more abundant, more confident. This is something for a long time you're needing to do. So this is not a quick fix. It's more of continue to do this so that it stays with you. It's easy to kind of forget where you started and remind yourself that you started somewhere, but you're a lot further than you thought you would be. Or maybe you're not as far as you thought you would be, but you're not acknowledging how far you've come. That's a big one too. There's something that you need to look deeper into yourself and allow yourself to go there and know that you have the confidence. You have the creativity. You have the shine that you need. That's also with the sun, the shine coming through. That's beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to wait a little bit. I have all my information here, and I pinned it for you. That was a good message for somebody that needed to hear that. And maybe somebody that watches it back and you weren't part of the live, but you caught it back and that resonates with you. That's fine as well. Whenever you hear the message, it is for you. So just take what you can from that. I was just going to say any messages, but apparently there is. Let's keep those two. All right, so big commitments, big changes. I think these are changes about one's belief system. So there's a perception changing. It's like coming out of the dark and allowing the light aspect. Let's see. What needs to come of this message, please? Okay. Oh, it's like, okay. It's like settling into figuring out this new idea, this new perspective that came in through a time or a period of you kind of self-isolating to figure out what your next steps were. And I see a lot of recouping, secluding, keeping yourself away from people, places, and things for a little bit. Yeah, it's like a heavy burden, but you're in the ends of that. There's an end there, which is good. So this is something that's already either at the end of or you're coming out of. That kind of feeling. Let's see. The moon, yeah, it was a rough time. A rough time. It's like you were contemplating over and over something that was happening, and it's very deep rooted. It's very deep rooted. Something from, again, it could be childhood, it could be from parents I'm picking up, it could be from a church, like an organized religion, something where you were taught something. Oh, this is how you're supposed to see it. This is how you're supposed to feel it. This is how it's supposed to look. And you're coming out of a period of really just kind of dissecting that and seeing if that's something that you even want in your life. Which is really not such a bad thing to question things. Not such a bad thing to internalize and look inward to see. But it definitely was like a little bit of a gloomy time right now. Let's see. Humility, intention. So I have humility and intention here. Okay. So like I said, it's figuring out what the truth is, what matters, what are the seedlings that were planted, and if they are something that actually needs to grow or not. And there's humility in that. Like recognizing, okay, maybe it's not that way, maybe it's this way, maybe it's, another way. That sort of a thing. I feel like it definitely left you questioning things and trying to figure things out. But it also taught you a lot about yourself and figuring out what the truth is and what's an illusion, what intuitively you know, and what is something that was just taught to you. So for whoever's going through that, I get it. That's a lot of really deep-rooted things. Let's get one piece of advice, please, for this person or these persons. Thank you. Kingfisher. So it says, prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Okay? So whatever it is that got you to this place, it is in the right time. It is in the right form that it was meant to come to you. Just believe it. Okay? Sometimes that's the hard part. It's just believing that something was meant for you. And it's going to be in the way it was supposed to be, not necessarily your own plan. And that is a hard one for us to remember. So whoever that was meant for, that is the kingfisher bird. Very beautiful bird. Maybe that's symbolic to you. Also, there are a couple of things I'm picking up. Gold. I'm picking up gold. So I don't know if you wear a lot of gold. The church that you come from has a lot of gold. There's something in the significance of gold. Okay. I am seeing the need to kind of allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to relax, and just receive whatever's meant to be. Okay. All right. I think I will here soon do a couple of zodiac signs, and you can watch that live or on a playback. I love the imagery of this, and I just happen to pick a lot of things with feathers. So I don't know if birds, if you've been seeing a lot of birds or something around feathers. Okay. That might be of significance for you as well. Ancestral love, tending, and mastery. So again, a lot of this is just deep-rooted, getting to the nitty-gritty, looking internal. It's ancestral, so it's deep-rooted. You may be picking up things, feeling things, and seeing things. That's what I'm hearing. Like you feel. And here we are with animals again. I feel like you're seeing animals as a symbolic thing, or you're hearing things, not in a negative, bad way, just hearing things that maybe you were thinking and all of a sudden you hear it in a conversation or on the radio or just passing by. There's something connecting you to your ancestors, and they are trying to show you something. They just want you to listen, though, and not blow it off as if it's not them. It is. Yes. So don't look at things so black and white. Know that the baggage that you're holding on to is something that will eventually make you the strong warrior that you are. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge that even though there's some negative to whatever you may be feeling right now, there is a duality of When things aren't going good, eventually they will come back to being good, okay? Nobody just stays in this forever. There will be a breaking point or a break in, I don't want to say luck, but the luck, I guess, that you're feeling. It's trusting the process too. If you're not trusting the process and know that the good is going to come forward and that you just kind of have to wait for the next shoe to drop, but it doesn't mean it's a negative thing just because that expression may be connected to a negative thing. It really doesn't mean that. It could mean something is needing to be let go of or something's needing to happen in order for that new positive thing to come forth. Yeah, it's like waiting, again, waiting for what you have worked so hard for, created, and sitting in that. But you don't see that somebody is offering you something. And that somebody doesn't have to be an actual somebody. Like I said before, it feels very ancestral. It feels very symbolic in a spiritual way that you may be receiving messages. Okay. Having the confidence in understanding that. Yeah, standing on your own 2 feet, believing it. Let's get one advice card for the situation. Persons, please. For this situation. Bluebird. You're being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. You see, it's allowing and knowing that that's coming back around, that there will be happiness and blessings and peace. Wow, okay, it's sitting and they're all outside, they're all by wood. I feel like you do need to spend some time outside. You do need to allow your spirit guides to talk to you through animals, through songs I heard. And you're going to get it the most when you are just relaxing and sitting. Not asking, just listening, receiving. Or maybe a blue bird that keeps coming around you. Color blue. I see that too. A lot of blues, a lot of oranges. So sunsets, I feel like it's more evening. Maybe for some of you it is before everybody wakes up in the morning. That's when you get your peace. However it may be. That's a really pretty message for whoever it was that needed to hear that. Thank you. I hope that resonated. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. Any other messages for whoever may need to hear this later. Any kind. Let's see. One message. One last message, please. For whoever needs to hear this. Thank you. Don't give up on love. Oh, okay. So this turned into a love message for somebody. I love it. Okay. 2 dolphins in the water. Love. Don't give up on it. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Number 9. Let's see. Let's get a little more clarity. I feel like it is either a new relationship or there is a rekindle, like it's starting up again. Very cute. Dolphins to me is very symbolic of love. I don't know why, they just seem to be very lovable. Okay. something is needing to be healed. So I feel like there's a betrayal from the past when it comes to this. So some sort of, okay, and I'll read these. I heard also that you're feeling this way from the past, but not because this person necessarily is doing something, but because it's just re-triggering something from the past. So this may be a different person. For another part of you that I'm hearing, it was a higher commitment, meaning it was definitely something on the more serious end, but there's a lot of baggage and a lot of karmic cycles in this relationship. Okay. Nice. Ooh, for some of you, it is a start, a brand new start. Something might have happened. You guys could have children, be married, or just have a deepened relationship that way. For others of you that it's not a relationship romantically, but more of a platonic, it could be even a family member that I'm picking up on. So I feel like there are a lot of cycles going on here that are not being dealt with in a way. But your first message is don't give up on it. So I feel like it's not saying don't give up on it because it's going to work out, but for some of you it is the case. But a big majority of you, I feel like, don't give up on the concept of love. Like, it's there for you. Just because maybe this experience wasn't the best doesn't mean that it's not there for you. Okay. 2 more cards, please. 2 more. It's very nice, though. I mean, it's a positive thing. I just feel like there's a lot of love, commitment to a degree on this. So like I said, if it's family member, it's obviously somebody who cares about you, is willing to work on things, but it's not acknowledging whatever cycles need to be dealt with. And I kind of feel like it's something that is disappointing. So it could be very well that it could be a drug, alcohol, gossipy, addiction, those sorts of things that you're unsettled with. And it's not feeling like it's fair because you give more commitment to it. But there is a sense of letting something go and maybe learning and growing from that. And on another end, I just feel like you guys are getting stuck in something that has to do with past behaviors. So let's get 2 more. Perfect. That was more than 2, but I'll take it. Yeah, so it's definitely like, ooh. Okay. So that cycle that I was saying, it's very self-sabotaging. Okay. It's something that maybe even this person cannot see, or you cannot see fully, that this is a cycle that's been repeating itself. When it comes to commitment, it feels like you can't do anything more than what you've done. That's what I'm picking up. You feel like you are giving or have given, or are kind of like, there's not much else I can do in this moment. That's definitely what I'm picking up on. And on this, it's birthing a new idea. It's like, okay, let's give this a different try. Let's do something new. And I definitely feel like there is something igniting in that romantic. If it's family, like I said, family members, it's saying, okay, yep, let's do this. There's still a lot of connection there. All right, let's give it advice to whoever needs to hear it. One piece of advice. What would it be? Okay. It says, stars, you can manifest your every wish. Okay, so whatever it is that you were feeling and thinking and wanting, you can manifest. And that's also what brings me back to, don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that that love can thrive again. So clearly the cycle needs to end, and there's forgiveness that needs to be had in order for what you want to happen, your manifestation. Okay. That was a really good message for whoever may needed it. Thank you. Okay. And then final message to anybody who needs to hear it to close out the night. Alrighty. Final message for tonight. Final message for tonight. Page of Swords. Death card. Six of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this is a work-related message. So some information, I don't know why, I just do. Some information is going to be coming in here soon to you that causes a big disruption. Could be in a good way, could be not. I haven't clarified it yet. It definitely does feel too, though, that there is a little bit of childlike gossip or behavior behind it. But let's see. Definitely with the devil there, the high priestess, and the Hierophant. Okay, I'm going to end it there with the Ace of Wands. What that's telling me is that there are things beyond your control happening, okay, that you cannot see that may make a change at work, but it's going to be positive in the end. It's toxic work environment that a boss or a higher up is finally seeing and starts to make those changes. Okay? So one piece of information, again, this is not maybe privy to you, but it is happening around you, causes a major shift at work from, like I said, childlike behavior, gossipy, that sort of thing. Then the devil appeared with the high priestess and the Hierophant. And that lets me know that, like I said, something higher up, a boss, and of that nature, has taken care of this or is taking care of it and is creating a brand new workspace. All right, let's give one piece of advice when it comes to this situation. What's the advice for this situation? One piece of advice. One card, please. Oh, okay, that one. And this one. Okay. So first off, I know and I'm hearing you're protected. Have no fear. Fear traps the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light. Look at that. Page of sword of light to free you from this disquieting feeling holding you back. So something is holding you back. And I don't feel like it's holding you back as much as actually I feel like you cannot see it, but there's some fearfulness to it. Recognize the signs from above. Like I told you, higher powers taking over this. Angels are sending you the messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. So stay alert and be open to divine guidance. So allow this to happen. This is going to happen regardless. I feel like this is divine intervention at its best. Okay? So it's saying just allow us, listen if you can. Try not to be too distracted by maybe it's gossip. Maybe somebody at work is purposely distracting you from it. Okay? Just, it doesn't seem like it's a negative thing though. It definitely feels like you will come out of it on top. Just allow it to happen. I feel like I have to tell somebody, you just kind of stay quiet. You don't need to intervene. You don't need to give your opinion. You don't need to say too much. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And for those who needed to hear these messages, I hope that they helped you in any which way. Okay? All right. Be on the lookout. I'm going to go ahead and do some sign readings from Aries all the way to Pisces. Okay? Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.